Today, I'd like to talk to you about hiring a lawyer, how to go about it. And it's very important because these days you're bombarded with TV advertisements, national marketing campaigns, and unfortunately, people who will solicit you directly, which is not allowed. We're not, as attorneys, we're not allowed to come out and to ask you to hire us. We're not allowed to go to you once you've had an accident to solicit you directly and say, you should hire me and you should file a lawsuit. Unfortunately, it happens all the time. So let's go through some steps that you should do to make sure that you end up in the right hands with the right representation. First and foremost, if you can get a referral from someone you know, someone you trust, that is the best avenue to try to find a lawyer because there's a connection there. Your friend doesn't want to let you down, most likely, and or they've had some experience with the lawyer that tells them, yes, this is the person that I can honestly recommend. And there's no fee attached to it. There's no monetary gain for anybody. Someone's just giving you their advice because they know a lawyer and that lawyer's been recommended because of trust, because of friendship, because of a good experience. That's best. Next, if you don't have somebody like that, if you are looking for a lawyer and unfortunately you can't find a referral source, go to the multiple directories that are out there. There's TV advertising, there's internet marketing, and then there's the old standby, the yellow pages. Most information you're going to find is going to be online, on the internet. So go there and then find some lawyers that you think probably or likely will be candidates, good candidates. Next, set appointments up, not with one, but with 2 or 3. And remember, when you go and attend these meetings, you are the employer, you're the boss. You're looking to hire someone to represent you. It's not the other way around. The lawyer's lucky to have you as a client. Think of it that way. And so attend these meetings and ask questions, probe, interview them. They're there to represent you and to be your mouthpiece in court. You want to make sure you have somebody that you trust, that you are happy as your attorney, that you're happy as out there representing you in court and to the other side. And ask questions about their experience, ask questions about where they've been and what they've done. Ask questions like you would if you were interviewing an employee for your job or for your home or for some project that you're going to do. Next, you want somebody who has experience. And there's 2 types. Number 1, in time. You want to make sure you've got a lawyer who's seasoned, has been practicing for some period of time in your community or in a different community, but you want a lawyer who's been out there getting the experience, getting the knowledge, knowing what they're doing. Next is the subject matter. What is your case about? Are you a defendant in a case? Are you a plaintiff in a case? Get a lawyer who is well versed in the subject matter of the case. It could be construction law. It could be contracts. It could be torts, meaning personal injury matters. Could be car accidents, could be trucking accidents. You definitely need a lawyer. For instance, if you're in a construction setting and there's an incident or an accident in a construction setting, you want somebody who knows construction law and has had successes in it because it's unique, it's different. It's not a simple slip and fall or an auto accident that concerns a red light or a stop sign or something. Same thing with medical malpractice. You need somebody who's well versed in medical malpractice, someone who's been doing it for a while at a high level and is having some success doing it. You need to ask questions to find out if this person is well versed in medical malpractice. Motorcycle cases are unique cases. Get someone who knows what they're doing. Trucking accidents. There's just civil rights cases. There's certain types of cases where you need someone who has that type of experience. Next, and you're going to have to do your best with this, you want to find somebody who is honest. So again, in terms of the interview process, in terms of asking lawyers or vetting lawyers as you're going through the interview process, try to find someone who's answering your questions honestly, truthfully. Okay, not just filling your head with huge numbers or huge promises. And if everything sounds too good to be true, as you know, it probably is. Get someone you think you can trust or you know you can trust and go with that person. The last point I want to make is after you've hired a lawyer, and a lot of people think this way, but after you've hired a lawyer, if you don't have a person you can trust, if you think you made a mistake, or the person's not living up to his or her statements, the promises that they made to you at the start of the representation, stop it. End it. You're not stuck with the lawyer. You're the employer. Remember, you're the boss. You can let them go. You can hire another lawyer. And most often, you've either already paid the lawyer or you're on a contingency fee, in which case you don't owe the lawyer any money. You don't owe the lawyer a fee. The next lawyer that you hire, if and when you can find a good one to take over the representation, and you will be able to because there's many of us out here, okay? That fee to your old lawyer will come out of the contingency fee that you're agreeing to pay in the next representation. In other words, you don't have to come up with money to get rid of your first lawyer because he or she told you things that wasn't true. They're going to get paid in the end of the case, just like your next lawyer is going to get paid. So again, it's a very, very important case because it concerns you and your rights or your injuries or your life. Be careful. Take your time. Interview people. Find someone you can trust. Find someone you believe to be hardworking. Find someone who is a trial lawyer or an experienced litigator who knows what he or she is doing. Another thing, you want a trial attorney. You want someone who's been to court, has picked a jury, has made arguments, has put on proofs, and has been successful at being a trial attorney. There aren't many. There's quite few compared to the vast number of attorneys. There's quite few that are actual trial attorneys that have experience. If they haven't had trials 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 times or more, then you probably have someone who's inexperienced. Someone once said that it takes 25 trials to get your trial legs. Set that as a standard if you want, but you make sure you find a trial attorney who can take your case to court. And it's important for the experience reason. It's also important because the other side, whether it's an insurance company or a corporation, they will know who the trial attorneys are in town or in your state. They will know who has obtained or achieved large verdicts. They will know who is good in trial and who is not, or who hasn't been there before. And if you have a trial attorney, you have a leg up, because then the other side is concerned that if they don't pay the top dollar to resolve your case, or if they don't do what's necessary to make you happy and pleased with the outcome, then your trial attorney will take the case to court, will pick a jury, will argue your case, and most likely will win your case.